Welcome back. We're getting intensely specific today,
We are.
diving deep into one really critical component that, it solves a huge problem in high-stakes video architecture.
Yep.
We're talking about the Blustream PRO-IN2HB2 Input HDMI 2.0 board.
That's the one.
And our mission here isn't just to, list off a bunch of specs. It's to understand why this modular piece is such a key solution.
Exactly. For anyone building out these big scalable video distribution systems, this is a core building block.
Okay.
It's a two-way HDMI 2.0 input board, and it's really designed for pure efficiency. It just drops right into a custom Pro Matrix hub.
So it's a quick install.
Super quick. It uses these quick release card module fittings, so you can expand a system without, taking the whole rack offline for hours.
Okay, so let's get into the hard numbers then. The performance. We're talking full HDMI 2.0 support.
We are, and that means the full 18 gigabit per second spec.
And that bandwidth is really the gateway to professional level image quality.
Well, yeah, and the implication of that 18 gig ceiling is what's really fascinating here.
Okay.
It lets you hit 4K UHD at 60 Hz with 4.4.4 color space and
Yeah.
HDR.
So why is 4.4.4 so critical?
Yeah,
A lot of systems get by with 4.2.0.
right. But in a lot of commercial or, critical monitoring setups, think like CAD design, broadcast mixing, even some medical imaging. You just can't tolerate the compression you get with subsampling. This board preserves that data integrity. It's pixel for pixel, straight from the source.
That makes perfect sense. So it's for data visualization, not just entertainment.
Exactly.
And speaking of critical environments, I saw this is TAA compliant for listeners who might be dealing with government contracts. Why is that so important?
TAA compliance is simply the rule that the product has to be made in the U.S. or a designated friendly country.
This is a procurement thing.
It's a huge procurement thing. It's a mandate for a ton of federal and institutional projects, and having that certified up front just saves integrators massive headaches.
Got it. And of course, it supports HDCP 2.2 as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's non-negotiable for any copy-protected 4K content. It handles that crucial digital handshake.
Okay, so we've pretty much nailed the visual pipeline. It's pristine.
It is.
But in these complex matrix environments, audio is often the real pain point, right? It needs local processing or amplification, and that complicates everything.
That is where this board's key architectural advantage comes in.
Which is?
The independent audio breakout. This isn't just passing audio along, it's physically separating it right at the input.
Okay, so each of the two HDMI inputs has its own breakout.
Its own independent, fixed-level, two-channel analog audio breakout.
So that means you're totally free to treat the audio locally, right at the source, before it even hits the matrix for processing.
Precisely.
And these are standard connections.
Just standard 3.5 millimeter stereo jacks, the analog left-right outputs. You can plug them straight into a local third-party audio solution right there.
So you could bypass a big central amplifier if you just have a small local mixer or something.
You got it. But, and this is the critical part, while that analog signal is broken out, the full digital stream is also sent through the matrix.
So you don't lose anything.
Lose nothing. You still get all the high-res formats like Dolby True HD, Atmos, DTS HD, Master Audio. It's really the best of both worlds.
Okay, so we've got maximum video fidelity. We have that amazing audio decoupling, and it's an easy install. To wrap up the application side, the routing is totally flexible, I assume.
Completely. The two HDMI inputs on this one board can be independently routed to any HDMI or HDBaseT output board you have in the chassis.
So it's true plug-and-play expansion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for the installer, the logistics are tight. It comes with a 5-year warranty and, it ships fast. The physical footprint is also really compact.
How compact?
We're talking 170 by 22 by 177 millimeters. It's designed for density.
Perfect.
So I think this raises a really important question for you, the system designer listening to this. If you can now achieve both maximum visual fidelity, that non-negotiable 4K 60 Hz 4.4.4, and have completely decoupled audio routing in a single modular component, what complex limitation does that finally allow you to overcome in your next custom build?